Hey guys, Music Man here, back with another Identity V video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you some of my Bloody Queen gameplay, and this video is special to me because this is my first video that I'm going to be doing since getting an S badge for Bloody Queen. So let's take a look. Alright, so the first match we're going to take a look at is on Arms Factory. We got a Prospector, Perfumer, Gravekeeper, Mercenary. So I'm going to make my way over to 3 pallet here. There's usually someone over here, and we can see that it's the Gravekeeper. I end up going past. I'm going to mirror right on Arms Factory to see who's sitting there, because Gravekeeper could have taken a while to chase, and I end up finding the Mercenary, but he ends up giving me pretty much a free hit here. So what I'm going to do is, being that I just got a first hit on him, I'm going to go ahead and patroller him. And so what that patroller is going to do for me is it's going to allow me to get an easy second hit on the Mercenary without having to wait through all of his elbow pads and stuff, because he's going to get stunned. And this is already a great start. I mean, it is the Rescuer, so that's a little annoying for the first down. And that's not one of the fast decoders. But I mean, good timing for a first down is a good timing for a first down, especially when there's no explicit like decoding type character. Every one of these survivors would have taken a long time to chase, so I think this is an acceptable first down. So we can see the Gravekeeper is just sort of looking around. I'm looking around, the Gravekeeper was just kind of in the area. And this Grave is going to get by the chair, and if you're able to get up out of that shovel, Gravekeeper, it's almost impossible to get terror shocked as a Gravekeeper. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to double hit the Rescuer so that he can't just go into code. And then I'm going to go ahead and keep chasing the Merc so that I can keep his chair progress going. And at this point, he only has, what, 1 elbow pad left? So I'm in real good shape here, and I'm just going to follow these footprints, and we can see that he's going around here. I'm going to go ahead and use my patroller again, just so that he can't use his elbow pads again. And you can see I actually interrupted that elbow pad, so that was nice that he used it, but it did actually nothing. So, and again, when I'm playing Hunter with patroller, the survivor is going to be highlighted for me, so I knew exactly where he was going to be going. But either way, I could just follow the footprints, and I'm going to try to, with that mirror, I was just seeing if I could interrupt whoever was at that cipher. But we can see that the Merc has gone down, so I'm going to go ahead and take him to the chair. And I believe he's out of elbow pads now, and I'm going to take him into the basement. So this is pretty much best case scenario at this point. I mean, there's 2 ciphers remaining, which is about expected for how much time that took. The thing about like having a team comp like this is no matter what team comp you pick, unless if there's like a wildling or pretty much just a wildling, because even Merc can cipher rush you sometimes. Okay, the Perfumer is going for this rescue here. The thing is, all of the survivors, no matter what team comp there is, unless there's a wildling, they'll still cipher rush you. I'm just waiting for the Perfumer to do a rescue there. And I was hoping to hit the Mercenary, but that didn't end up working out for me now, did it? So we can see the ciphers have a lot of progress. I'm trying to get a hit on the Mercenary while the Perfumer is trying to body block, and I end up getting a hit on the Mercenary. So I'm going to go ahead and... oh wait, no, that double hit the Perfumer. I end up getting a hit on the Mercenary here anyways, though. So Mercenary is going to be going down. I know where Perfumer is at, so... at this point, if the survivors play their cards right, it should just be a draw. Like, it shouldn't be anything better than a draw. And there's a Prospector here. They ended up healing. And the final cipher pop happened. I'm trying to get a quick down on this Perfumer. She ended up perfuming early, which is fine. It only bought her like 10 more seconds. So I end up taking the perfumer to the chair. Now I know they're all at Shack Gate because I believe the cipher that popped was over there and I saw the prospector going that way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to teleport over to that gate. Since I knew, I was like, alright, the survivors are pretty much guaranteed to be in that area. And I see that the Gravekeeper's actually going for the rescue. He still has a shovel. Why didn't he just dig? He could have gotten that rescue if he would have just dug. So now Gravekeeper's on the chair. I know Prospector's somewhere in the area, especially because there's tinnitus. And you can see this Prospector is trying to hide a bit, but I know he's in this area. And I end up catching a glimpse of footprints and stuff there, so now I know where he's at. And I end up running into some stuff, but okay, I'm going to mirror rotate here, and he's going to get hit out the door. So you can see I switch, and then as he's crawling out, he's going to be able to escape. But I was like, okay, I'll take a 3-man on this one. So now we're going to take a look at our second match, which is going to be on Lakeside, respawning inside the factory. You can see my build there. What I've been doing lately is I've been taking some of those excess points that I've been using for healing, and I put it into, depending on team comps, more anti-stun. And you can see there's a survivor in this area here. And it ends up being the Perfumer. Perfumer's annoying as a first chase, I'm going to be honest, but let's see. So this survivor's in this area. I'm going to go ahead and use Patroller on this Perfumer. She places the pallet on the wrong side, but even if she did, I wouldn't have been able to make it anyways. So the Perfumer's going to make it in this area. And again, you get the excess perfumes there. I could have gotten a Terror Shock there. That was a risky move by that survivor. But you can see I was being patient with that hit. That's the key. A lot of hunters go swinging, but they end up not waiting. Especially against a Perfumer, you have to wait for that perfect time to hit, where they can't just perfume off the damage, or else it's going to take you a long time to down the Perfumer, where I just like waited all the perfumes out. So I should have known she would have been camping God Pallet. So watch what I do here. I end up trying to mirror to catch up. Or no, I don't. This is a different match. I should have waited for that perfume to run out, but I didn't quite see it there. And you can see with this mirror here, I'm able to cover a lot of ground in catching back up to the Perfumer. So this has already been like a really good kite for the Perfumer. She's bought a lot of time. And I'm going to presume that the Mind's Eye just finished the cipher, because that would make sense. And at this point, I'm like, okay, I'm in trouble here, but I have to get this down here. So at this point, the Perfumer has nowhere to go, and I'm able to get that down. So I'm like, please let basement be in factory, and it is. So I'm like, okay, the only way I can win out of this right here with all the cipher rush happening is if I get basement. So I do get basement, especially because there's a Mind's Eye, and the Mind's Eye is going to cipher rush you if you don't deal with her at all. Usually if there's a Mind's Eye and you don't find the Mind's Eye, it's at best a draw. So I try to hit the Merc here, but the Merc ends up narrowly dodging some of those. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Patroller the Merc. I didn't really expect this to work out as well as it did. So what I do is the Merc tries to elbow pad, not able to. I get one hit on the Merc. He tries to elbow pad past, 2 hits on the Merc. And we'll take this as 3 hits on the Merc. So you can see just how powerful that really was. And we can see that the Mind's Eye is... Well, you can't see, but I see that the Mind's Eye is going to be coming for this rescue here. So 1 hit, 2 hit, And this is a basement party. And you can see right when I pick up the last survivor, the Cypher pop happened. So that was just absolutely beautiful timing. And you can see how I was able to recover from that. And of course I've got announcements, so I know exactly where the Enchantress was. And at this point I can kind of half-heartedly chase because that was a beautiful recovery there. And there's nothing that the Enchantress can do to bring it back. That there were 2 failed rescues in the basement. And that just proves how broken basement can be for Hunter if you don't know how to deal with it as a survivor. And I'm going to be mirroring on the Enchantress, and this is a 4-man GG's. That should have been a tie, but because I had basement and was able to stuff 2 rescues with basement, I pulled it into a win. So now for the last match, we're going to be looking at another match on Arms Factory. We got a Merc, a Prospector, Enchantress, Mechanic. Mechanic is so annoying to go against, honestly. In 5v5s, I've been starting to ban Mechanic just to experiment with that. But we can see here's a Prospector. And I end up getting a quick and easy first hit on the Prospector. He's going to make his way. He should have gone into Shack. I'm just saying that right now. I'm going to end up patrolling this Prospector. And how he deals with the Patroller is actually really annoying. I was actually kind of surprised that it worked. I somehow missed that. And that ended up taking off the stun, pushed him into 3 pallet. And I feel like that was a lot of luck that happened there. I get jump scared by Mercenary, and my Patroller is gone. So, usually Patroller is easy second hit, but sometimes that's not the case. Either way, I had my mirror followed up, so it didn't really matter too much. It just means that my mirror's on cooldown and I can't disrupt right away with it. So you can see again, for another match here, I get basement. Although these survivors end up doing better and they don't get stuffed in the basement. So I can see that the Mercenary is highlighted. He's camping basement waiting for me to come right up. And he's gonna jump right down here. So I get first hit on the Mercenary. He's gonna get a rescue here. There wasn't really much I could do there. So this Prospector was kind of trapped there. So I end up getting an easy hit on the Prospector there. So I'm gonna go ahead and chase him, put him back down on a chair. Now he's leading me away from basement, so I'm not gonna be able to get basement again, but he died on Mechanic Cypher, so I'm like, I'll take it. So now the Mechanic can't decode more than 1 Cypher at once. So the Mechanic is here. I somehow missed that. That was a narrowly missed hit. I just wanted to rush this rescue, but obviously the Mechanic doesn't want to be rushed. So here's where rescue's coming from. I wasn't expecting this Mechanic to go for the rescue there. And you can see I used the Patroller there. I don't know how that wasn't a terror shock. I'm going to be honest there. It kind of looked like I hit right as she started doing that there. But either way, I get another hit on the Prospector. At this point, I'm like, okay, it's probably a draw. 2 Cyphers remaining. But, I mean, of course, anything can happen in 2 Cyphers, especially if I'm able to draw it out. It could be a win. But it looks like the Mercenary is either self-healing or healing the Mechanic or something. So it looks like Enchantress might be healing Mercenary. So I'm going to go ahead and place the Mechanic on the chair. And, oh, I remember bad Cypher Pop carried this match for me. So the Merc actually ends up coming for the rescue here. And we can see that the Merc is coming for the highlights there. I missed that shot on the Mercenary, but whatever. I'm gonna get another hit on the mercenary. And I'm gonna go ahead and I see the enchantress is here. Not the enchantress, the mechanic. I was kind of surprised that the mechanic just didn't keep running there. But I end up using mirror rotation, and that ends up bringing that mirror back for me. And I was like, please be no Cypher Pop, please be no Cypher Pop. We can see that the Cypher Pop didn't happen. The enchantress is going for the rescue, which I personally think is questionable. But I'm gonna, anyways, place the mechanic on the chair. We can see that that Cypher got popped. I think it was popped by the bot, actually. When she wasn't in control of it. So I end up kind of sticking by the chair. I'm like, okay, I'll go for a draw. So we can see that rescue would have happened if that Cypher didn't get popped by the bot. But it doesn't look like the mechanic's going to be able to rescue herself. So now I'm going to be able to search around. I'm going to check this gate first because my tinnitus was going off. But now I'm going to teleport to the other gate where we can see that... I thought there was a survivor here. Or at least they were running in this direction. Either way, I have tinnitus. I end up seeing the mercenary there, so that's convenient. Very convenient. Very nice. I'm going to go ahead and switch over here. And this mercenary was banking on this gate being open, I think. But it wasn't, so he's just got to use his elbow pads to get away fast. But I'm just waiting for my mirror cooldown. And I don't want him to get next to any dungeon spawns. So I just kind of kept him in the 3 pallet area. And that sort of worked out for me because I was able to get a terror shock on the mercenary. And now he's going down. So yeah, that's pretty much the game. So you can see how I was able to sort of use deductive reasoning to figure out which gate the survivors were at. And yeah, so hopefully you all learned something from this, and I'll be looking forward to seeing you all in my next video. And that's the game. Alright, so you can see here, I'm going to go into the notebook thing for Bloody Queen. You can see I've got the S badge, currently in 4th place. So I've been doing a lot of work in rank with Bloody Queen here. We can see here, looks like 73rd Hunter overall. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of grinding with Bloody Queen. So yeah. Also, just as an announcement, my clan Mayhem is going to be doing a clan scrimmage against the clan 6ix9ine. This Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, and the links to the stream and everything is going to be posted on my clan's Discord server. So just as a reminder, go ahead and click that link in the description below to join the server today. Well, I hope you all enjoyed that video. Please don't forget to leave any comments or questions in the comment section below, and I'll see you next time.